Wow! So they truly did flip the switch, guys. After ISO, XRP seems to be moving very sharply now. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.25. Like, what is this rise? Right? This is what you call true decoupling, guys. I just want to see this momentum keep going. Right? Is there a possibility XRP creates a new all-time high before Bitcoin collapses again? Is the question I'm having, right? So, guys, the reason why we're pumping this much in the first place are due to these ETFs, right? Running rampage. And from smoke, XRP ETF sees $180 million in inflows, while Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs experience $1.7 billion in outflows. You know, what's funny about this is that I think the Riddlers called this one too. The rotation of institutional capital toward utility-focused assets is now underway, documented. Right, there has been a bunch of money fleeing from these Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs recently, right? And it's obviously due to the crypto crash as well that just happened. But what's funny about that is there aren't any outflows for the XRP ETFs, or at least I don't think so. It's only just purely inflows, while we have outflows for the other ETFs. Such as, largest Bitcoin ETF is posting record outflows. Investors are withdrawing cash from BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF at the fastest pace ever, with $2.2 billion leaving in November through Friday. Right? And it reflected Bitcoin's price falling like about 22%. Now it makes sense. You guys see? Right? This scene, at least, it finally makes sense to me, which we talked about. The scenario of the red puppet. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. If you guys remember, we talked about this red puppet, guys. Okay, well, he's not a puppet anymore, right? He's a free man. He's holding an hourglass, as you guys can see, right? And the hourglass shows a couple different colors, such as green, yellow, and purple. Green and yellow, if you guys remember, it's Bitcoin and the USD, right? They're flowing into XRP, which is purple, royalty. And we have mentioned that the money will probably trickle from these certain assets, right? Like the USD, obviously that's dollars, right? Being converted into XRP, and then Bitcoin as well, right? Bitcoin's liquidity is what I think is happening here. Right? Now, what's funny about this hourglass is Mr. Poole once upon a time tweeted the same exact thing on 11/3. Right? The hourglass, so it begins. It's finally beginning, guys. Right? It's the glass is finally about to be full, hopefully. Right? Now, 113 XRP ETF terminal today closed at 113. Okay, million for spot volume. 113, huh? The same exact thing from Mr. Poole. So that's why I think we're starting to see these hourglasses, guys, is because the money's finally flowing, guys, from these other assets into XRP. Okay? Which is amazing to see, to be honest, right? I'm pretty sure we knew that this was going to happen. Now, during the collapse, it's going to be a lot more drastic. Okay, during the collapse, it's going to be in one swift move. Okay, it's not going to be the slow, steady, pouring of liquidity. Remember what we stated. Satoshi, when he sells his entire stack in one full clip, okay, of Bitcoin, it's going to immediately flood into XRP, okay, which will spike the XRP versus Bitcoin dominance chart. Okay, that's what I think will happen during the collapse or right after it when Satoshi activates. Okay. What we're seeing right here with this hourglass, right, and the money flowing from out of the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs and probably into the XRP ETFs is a small glimpse of the future event. Okay, it's happening slowly and steadily, but during the event, guys, of Satoshi selling into XRP, it's going to be very fast and very Zoom-ish like. Okay, so from Uptown South, this scene, by the way, Did you know that greenhouse was an early informal term for Yahoo's internal innovation incubator, which was later named Brickhouse? And guess who worked at Yahoo, guys? Brad Garlinghouse, right? Which, at this point in time, still is following 589. And as you guys can see, Brad Garlinghouse following 589. Wait, Ripple added a couple more following here. Okay, or the accounts that they're following, guys. Instead of 95, they're now at 1,003. That's literally 13. Followers is 31. 13 again. Okay, so that's quite interesting. So back to these ETFs, guys. So we got the Monday close here for Bitwise XRP, about $36 million. Franklin XRPZ, 23 million. Canary, 18 million. Canary is doing exceptionally well, guys, right? Because Canary versus these other huge giants, it's relatively smaller, but still they're still putting up numbers, crazy numbers. Grayscale GXRP about 6 million, so total 85 million dollars for a day, which are only 4 funds. Coming down here, approximately 30 to 40 million in XRP has to be acquired for the funds, by the way, right? Just for a single day. That's why XRP is rampaging, guys, right? That's so wonderful. I don't know why. I have like this feeling there's actually a possibility that XRP could create a new all-time high here. Well, but Bitcoin does not, right? Bitcoin doesn't, and Bitcoin just goes for a small retrace. What? I hope to God this happens, right? And Bitcoin will be the one that triggers it, which is going to be hilarious. So far, 6 XRP ETFs, 13 still to go. We got 6 funds active and running. Supposedly we still have 13 more. Are you serious? Oh yeah, guys. I knew it. I knew that these ETFs have to have an effect on XRP's price. You know what's so funny? When the ETFs were launched, XRP actually dumped the same path that Bitcoin took when it first launched. Okay, the ETFs. It dumped, and then they created new all-time highs right then and after. People got tricked. Are we at that? Are we at the cusp of it, guys? I'm feeling very insane right now. I'm feeling, yes. My gut feeling says there's a possibility of new all-time highs. What? The question is, what is the high price of XRP, right? So we have to factor in the average price of XRP at different levels to find out from the current price. So use the conservative scenario of 33 billion per year. At aggressive, these numbers become staggering, right? XRP's price factor, conservative 33 billion, 5x $11 for XRP at 3 million XRP in 1 year. And it just keeps going crazy, guys, right? $90. That's what the riddlers have foretold. 5 trillion, right? 40x, 373 million XRP in 1 year. The only answer is this new ETF era is that the price of XRP must go up in order to slow the rate that the asset managers will take under assets under management. Exactly. So it looks so beautiful, guys. I heard the rumor that Fidelity is going to add Ripple XRP to the Fidelity crypto list. Stay tuned, right? You know what's funny about everything that's happening right now is, well, this is all happening in November. Last November, the same thing literally occurred. And the scene from the bear shows us that XRP's purple again, right? The stocking, it's like the transition from November to December. You guys see this, right? So we're at that time, at the end of November. Did Mr. Poole call for Franklin Templeton here, right? You guys can see their logo. Okay, the same exact thing from Mr. Poole. Interesting. Now, they do mention that within a diversified digital portfolio, we view XRP as a foundational building block. We told you why, right? XRP, whatever, what's it called? Whatever, index it may be in, right? Or whatever product or bunch of a basket of products it may be in, okay? Within like, for example, this Franklin Crypto Trust Index, guys, has a bunch of these coins, but XRP is included. I've always mentioned that XRP will be the heart of it. Why? Because we know that every coin will collapse, guys, but there will be one phoenix that rises, and that's XRP, which will pull your portfolio out of the depths of hell when the time does come. So they know it, we know it too. Okay, Franklin Templeton Trust just filed an 8K confirming a major expansion of its Easy XRP fund, starting effective on or about December 1st, 2025. Right, Franklin Crypto Trust. Look at that. XRP stated there, right? They mentioned it's a foundational building block within their diversified digital portfolio. We told you, right? So easy, guys. Very wonderful. Now, due to all these ETFs being unleashed, is there a possibility of Moon? I don't know why. Just like reading all this stuff, I'm getting that bullish energy. I don't know why. So Credible Crypto says, hold your horses for a second. We got pretty close. Haven't hit it quite yet. Did XRP finally complete the last tap near 176 to Moon 3 days ago? So Credible Crypto replies that all we're seeing is a chop, okay, happening here. A test of 177 or even a sweep of the lows at 160 would not be out of the question and would not change anything either. So whenever this consolidation correction completes, we'll be expecting a fresh impulse to new all-time highs, one that is even stronger than the last. Wow. So the question is the structure completed yet or not? Now, I was thinking that we'll still go down, guys, but I don't know. Reading the ETF stuff, maybe we won't go down anymore, right? Just because of this liquidity factor that's being poured into XRP. Because this rise, by the way, and it happened today, I'm guessing because of the launches, right? The new ETFs getting launched for XRP did this to price, and the money is still being flooded in, okay, from retail, from other avenues. If we could just somehow hold above 230, guys, that's going to be massively bullish, and I hope it does quite soon, right? It's looking extremely beautiful here, right? Next resistance will be literally at 265, but then afterwards, I mean, if the momentum keeps going, there's no stopping this damn bird, right? These structures do look oddly similar. It kind of does a little bit, doesn't it? Right? They cleared, this was in 2017 before the parabolic 300x rise, or was it 600x? They cleared everyone out due to that liquidity, right? The wick of the liquidity wick right there, and they blasted it up. There was a liquidity wick just created. Is the same thing about to repeat? Fly. Crypto Michael says, I called XRP before it pumped 800%. Many are once again losing faith in XRP. That's the purpose of this correction. It's a transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. XRP is ready to surprise everyone once again. That's all I'm going to say. Again, he did call it, right? But previously, we did too, by the way, right? A bunch of people that were in the XRP community knew that this explosion would have happened from cents to dollars. But they're awakening again. You guys see? And it all happens right after ISO gets launched, right? Or the update. Crazy and interesting, huh? Mr. Poole on 11/23 told us an explosion, just as the ETFs were getting launched. Ethiopian volcano erupts for the first time in thousands of years. This happens yesterday, right? Yesterday, the exact Delta hit. I don't know, guys. Things are truly looking amazing here. This isn't financial advice. I'll prepare to see what comes up next. The fountain for today's video, 11/24. Whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. There it is. That simple. Let the floodgates truly, tremendously open and let us rise like never before. What is this? Amazing. See ya.